Everything in the universe passes away at some point. It is now known that even black holes, which were once believed to exist forever, very gradually waste away. They persist for a while, roughly a few trillion years, but they eventually disappear. What follows then? Can mankind survive the universe's end? This is the astounding question we're addressing today. Do you require answers to the important queries? Are you a fervent inquirer? Why not join Z to see more videos like this one? And ring the bell for more inspiring clips. Life has repeatedly shown how incredibly robust it is, even only on Earth. It has at least survived 5 mass extinctions, and mankind in particular has demonstrated that it is capable of dominating the world and not just surviving on it. But we are aware that the planet Earth won't last forever. The sun's eventual red giant eruption through our solar system is a truth that cannot be changed. Therefore, the first thing we'll need to do if we want to keep surviving is move to other worlds and discover how to survive on them. Although it's simply the first step, it's an important one. We no longer have to worry about losing the entirety of our race to a single catastrophic event if we colonize other worlds and spread throughout space. Instead, we'd be a powerful, Kardashev-type force civilization that was practically eternal and immortal. Nothing could stop us because we are multi-world residents. Except even when the universe itself comes to an end. We still wouldn't be able to avoid that one occurrence. No matter how many planets we've colonized or how vast and dispersed our population has become, as long as we're all contained within a single universe, we're toast anytime that universe disappears. If it expands too much, it could tear itself apart in a process known as the Big Rip, or it could collapse in on itself in a big crunch. The Big Freeze hypothesis is another popular theory in which expansion results in temperatures approaching absolute zero and then oblivion. Another hypothesis, made in 2020 by theoretical physicist Matt Kaplan, states that the cosmos may continue for 10 to the power of 32,000 years, a period of time that is much longer than anybody can imagine, before all stars eventually fade away and the last black dwarfs explode in the darkness. Naturally, everything is very gloomy. But there is still hope. Although none of the aforementioned are really survivable in the conventional sense. Perhaps there are some methods by which it could still be accomplished. Before we take into account all the variously unthinkable situations that might become real in the future, it seems like the end of the universe should be a checkmate for life. Of course, the multiverse is the main one. Scientists are shifting more and more toward multiversal thinking, and if any idea of parallel universes turned out to be true, we'd have the ultimate get-out-of-jail-free pass. We could simply move on to the next universe, and the next, should this one end. Consider that at the time the universe is ending, life, humans, if we're still around, will probably be billions of years more advanced than we are today. This is just a hypothetical answer at this moment, and we're very far from knowing if it's genuine or how it works. Although no one can foresee the future, some have made forecasts. The futurist Michio Kaku frequently speculates that technology may one day enable us to travel across universes, whereas Neil deGrasse Tyson has contended that it may one day be possible to merely step into other realities. Therefore, outrunning the end of the cosmos is one method humanity might escape it. In this way, it's likely that we're destined to become space and reality nomads, moving from planet to planet, then universe to universe, to delay our doom for as long as we can, if we want to survive. We would be genuinely eternal if the multiverse didn't end. But no matter how efficient it would be, just gallivanting across countless parallel worlds does seem like a little bit of a cheat. Is there a chance that we could batten down the hatches in this universe alone in order to save it and ourselves right now? We are aware that the fundamental rules of nature and physics govern how the universe functions in general. And human beings are becoming more adept at manipulating those. What could we be able to accomplish in the future, then? Consider how the sun turning red giant will start the planned end of the world for the planet we currently inhabit. Although it seems imminent, it won't happen until our star's core is depleted of hydrogen that can be burned. Therefore, is it ever conceivable to delay the red giant by somehow adding more hydrogen to the sun? Obviously, we can't do that right now. However, with another billion years or more of preparation behind them, is it possible for future humans? Or maybe by that time they could just shift Earth away from the sun's rays. Allow our star to do its thing, move Earth to the predicted next habitable zone, and continue to exist after the inferno? Expanding our view, may there also be a known method for humans to stop the universe from dying at some point in the very distant future? For example, by changing the direction, speed, or size of universal expansion. Today, growth is a constant reality that is utterly beyond human control. But will things stay that way forever? A short while ago, things like fire, the weather, light, and evolution seemed unattainable to us. Therefore, may future scientific advances revolve upon expansion. We'd suddenly have at least some control over how many of the most common end of the universe scenarios could play out if we were to succeed in taking even a small amount of control over it. In the meantime, there might be another option if we firmly adhere to the hypothesis of heat death or the Big Freeze. Freeman Dyson, a theoretical physicist and the creator of the Dyson sphere, has put forth one approach to immortality through our awareness. The Dyson scenario asserts that even if the universe were to completely run out of energy during an irreversible cooling down, human consciousness would be able to survive if we managed to gather enough energy beforehand. In Dyson's model, we could experience subjective time on a genuinely limitless scale if we could efficiently store and release the bursts of energy that drive our thoughts. Use the Dyson scenario to remind yourself that even if everything disappears, your conscious ideas will still exist. This is the theory. The last option is to create your own universe from scratch if disembodied mind projection is not for you, and skipping death by using the multiverse just doesn't feel right. And switch to that instead, letting this one stall whatever it sees fit. According to some viewpoints, it shouldn't be impossible. This idea has been influenced by, among other things, the writings of astronomer Paul Davies. The Big Bang should theoretically be possible to force again if it was a natural event and not in any way supernatural. In fact, this ought to be true for the majority of things. Even though stars and other celestial objects like black holes seem too large for humanity to create, this may not always be the case. In fact, some model stars are already being constructed on Earth in nuclear fusion reactors. Obviously, it would take an enormous amount of energy to create the cosmos. But with enough time, could the necessary energy be gathered? Enough information? Enough knowledge? Again, it's all speculation, but could it be entirely possible for humans in the future? Unfortunately, no, modern people would not be able to survive if the cosmos suddenly ended. It can seem bleak when you consider that fact along with the contemporary understanding that the cosmos most likely won't continue indefinitely. The most distant reaches of the future, however, are completely foreign to us. So maybe there will be a solution someday, even for the end of everything. How do you feel? Do you think we missed anything? Please share your thoughts in the comments and watch some other videos, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell to receive updates on our new clips.